Now let's take a look at the Sonics opening lineup. Percy Hawkins is out there with Gary Payton. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Sean Kemp. And it's Shrimp in at the small forward. And for Chicago, Longley out there with Dennis Rodman. And it's Michael Jordan. Then there's Pippen. And it's Harper in at the 1 spot. Shrimp passes to Payton. With the lead pass. Count the bucket.
You always like to get that first lead of the game.
Yeah, you know, Steve, a good way to set the tone early on there.
Pippen against Shrimp. Pippen dishes to Jordan. Right side, Jordan. Pocket 6.
Kick it out! Kick it out!
On the mark with the 15-footer.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Chicago on defense.
And they lit it up from the three-point line. You don't always have to shoot like that to win a game, but it sure doesn't hurt.
Their percentage from deep was excellent. Just take a look at the box score.
Gets it to go.
Now you got to love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Harper with the ball. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Outside Pippen. Outside Jordan. All sorts of time. Gets the bucket. Jordan's got his second basket of the night.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Johnson with a screen on Harper. Payton drives in. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's Pippen with the jam.
Whoa, whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
He just lives above the rim. I mean, dunks like that have become routine for him.
And here are the Supersonics now. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And the thing I took away from that game was how dominant they were on the boards.
Well, it's impossible not to see that domination. Based on the numbers, it was really lopsided in the rebounding battle.
Shrimp kicks to Kemp. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And let's now send it over to Damon Bruce in the studio with an update. Damon?
All right, Kevin, let's see what's happening around the NBA right now. For the 76ers in Philadelphia, we got a tight one going on against San Antonio. Game almost coming to a close. For New York, a closely contested game against the Phoenix Suns. And they've just started in overtime. And that'll do it. Back to Kevin and the crew. Kevin?
Thank you, Damon, for the report. More, of course, coming up at the half.
Boy, some great matchups, huh, guys? It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top in some of these games.
Now here's Payton. Here's Kemp.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one. He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and to get the putback.
The Sonics have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far. It's Pippen with the drive. Longley. The rebound by Johnson.
Well, they finally miss on their 4th shot of the game. That's a good way to start things off.
Jordan against Hawkins. Shrimp kicks to Hawkins. The screen from Kemp. Hawkins against Jordan. Here's Payton. Payton can't get that one to fall.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
And Jordan gets it to go.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Bulls. Though they lost the first meeting against this team this year, coach isn't worried about what they can do on the offensive side of things, saying, we dropped the first one, but I still think we can put up a lot of points on this team and get a win. We just need to make sure the ball is moving. Not as easy as it sounds, though, always, guys.
Okay, Doris, thanks. And it seems that the offensive game plan will be the key for them tonight, guys.
Well, I'm sure they feel if they can execute their offense effectively, they'll be the ones controlling this game from start to finish.
And they have a good reason to feel that way, Steve. Offensively, they are a well-oiled machine when it's working.
Guys, back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
Yeah, this could be a back-and-forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Here is Hawkins. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. Back to Payton. Shoots from 12. And Kemp slams it in.
Rudely thrown down after the offensive rebound. He is ramped up now.
He is, you're right, and you figure this game might come down to a few of those effort plays.
Always does, Kevin.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Seems like that kind of a contest tonight.
Here's Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists tonight. The Sonics trailing. Campus green on Harper. Payton drives in. Back to Johnson. Some solid defense here from Longley. The Bulls have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Pass to Jordan. Here's Rodman. Seattle grabs the miss. Campus green on Jordan. Schrempf with it. Now defended by Longley. Payton outside. Here's Hawkins. And the layup's good off the glass.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
Pippen kicks to Rodman. Passes to Jordan. Pulls up. That one a little long.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
No good from Payton.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
Harper tipped back in for 2. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at San Antonio. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. Right on their heels as they've got the next best record. And Seattle making a change here. Perkins is checked in.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
And Jordan gets it to go.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Payton outside. Fades and shoots. That one wide left.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Now here's Pippen, averaging 16 points a game. Pass to Longley. Outside Jordan. The Bulls keep it alive. Outside Harper. Outside Pippen. Back to Harper. The feed to Jordan. He passes to Longley. Outside Pippen. Another shot. Good. And the Bulls lead by 5. And it's the Supersonics with the ball. Here's Payton. The pass to Hawkins. Outside Kemp. Dishes it to Payton. High arcing shot. Gets it to go. Payton's got his second bucket tonight. Chicago leading by 3. outside Jordan. Back to Pippen. Schrempf with the steal. Hawkins with it. Kicks it to Payton. Pass to Hawkins. Shot clock at 6. Great D that time from Jordan. The Bulls shooting an impressive 60% early. Longley covered by Perkins. Longley passes to Jordan. No good. Nice D from Hawkins. Sonics trail by 3. It's Schrempf on the wing. Passes it to Hawkins. He feeds it to Payton. Now Hawkins. The dish to Kemp. Longley on him. Gets the bucket. Kemp's got 11 points.
You know, offensively, his quarter has been perfect. Not a single missed shot. You got to keep riding him.
And the first time out of the game.